This is an exercise on stepping stones. We're going to focus on 10 to 11 in this example. And this leg, there's one reasonable way to go, which is to get out onto this track and follow the track along, and then use this clearing, the semi-open area, to get into the control. To do the stepping stone exercise, when you're at 10, you want to look for the stepping stones in advance, create a list of them, and then execute them, and then by the time you get to 11, have a think about which of those stepping stones were most useful and which of them were not as good as you thought they'd be. So what do I mean by stepping stone? The stepping stone is a very specific feature or a combination of features that shows you exactly where you are. This trail here is not a good stepping stone because you could be here. It just looks like a straight piece of trail in the forest. You could be here, straight piece of trail in the forest. Here, straight piece of trail in the forest. So while it might be a good handrail if you're wanting to go through the terrain in that direction, it's not a good stepping stone if you're wanting to go in this direction because it doesn't tell you exactly where you are. The corner, however, does tell you exactly where you are, or you could consider it the junction of the two trails there. This track junction tells you exactly where you are. You could even say that this combination of the linear marsh and the U depression and the trail tells you exactly where you are. We've got a similar combination here. We've also got this clearing alongside the track. That tells you exactly where you are. The corner. You've got this big scattered trees, area of scattered trees and undergrowth. That's a kind of marginal attack point because it's quite big, that it doesn't tell you exactly where you are. So maybe you have to use the end, the western end of the scattered trees. And this corner of the scattered trees here, I think to me that looks like a special kind of stepping stone, the attack point, which is the final stepping stone that leads you into the control. So you should identify these stepping stones in advance, do the leg, and then review which of them were most useful. Maybe you really like this corner, that was really obvious, but you didn't actually find the stepping stone very obvious, and maybe it's because the visibility there is lower. And it's good to learn about what kind of stepping stones are most useful and which one of them maybe stand out on the map but in the terrain are actually not worth looking for.